In the luminous expanse of the Tathagata's Dharma, where the wheel of truth turns ceaselessly to liberate beings from the fetters of samsara, the Metta Sutta unfolds like a lotus blossoming under the moon's gentle gaze. Spoken by the Blessed One, Shakyamuni Buddha, to a gathering of monks dwelling in the fragrant groves of Savatthi. This discourse is a poetic hymn to metta, loving kindness, the first of the four Brahmaviharas, divine abidings. Its verses, resonant with the rhythm of a tranquil heart, weaves a tapestry of compassion that envelops all beings, seen and unseen, in the boundless embrace of goodwill. Abstruse yet accessible, the Metta Sutta is both a practice and a vision, a diamond-like teaching that cuts through hatred and illuminates the path to Nibbana. The sutta begins with a clarion call to the practitioner, a summons to embody the qualities of one skilled in goodness, kusala, who seeks the supreme peace of Nibbana. This is what should be done by one who is skilled in goodness and who knows the path of peace. The Buddha intones, his words flowing like a river of nectar. The practitioner is urged to cultivate sila, ethical conduct, the foundation of the Noble Eightfold Path, by being upright, gentle in speech, and free from pride, mana. They should be content, santusaka, easily supported, and unburdened by worldly attachments, living a life of simplicity and restraint. This opening, both practical and profound, sets the stage of the cultivation of metta. The sutta's language is deceptively simple, yet its call to virtue is abstruse, for it demands a radical reorientation of the heart. To be without deceit or enmity requires uprooting the three poisons, lobha, dosa, moha, greed, hatred, delusion, a task that pierces the illusion of self-anatta. The practitioner, like a lotus rising unsustained from the mud, must abide in purity, preparing the mind as fertile ground for the boundlessness, radiance of loving kindness. The heart of the Metta Sutta lies in its lyrical exposition of metta, a love that transcends boundaries and dualities. The Buddha instructs, let them be able and upright, straightforward and gentle in speech, humble and not conceited. From this foundation, the practitioner cultivates a mind suffused with goodwill, radiating metta toward all beings without distinction. As a mother would protect her only child with her life, even so let one cultivate a boundless heart towards all beings. The sutta sings, its imagery evoking a tenderness as vast as the ocean and as enduring as the stars. This practice is both poetic and paradoxical, For metta is not mere sentiment, but a transformative force that dissolves the barriers of I and other. The sutta's verses cascade like a waterfall, urging the practitioner to expand loving kindness to all rounds of existence: humans, devas, animals, spirits, and beings in the lower realm, apaya. Whether standing, walking, sitting, or lying down, as long as one is awake, let one maintain this mindfulness of metta, the Buddha counsels, weaving sati, mindfulness, into the fabric of loving kindness. This ceaseless cultivation, like a flame that never wanes, purifies the mind and aligns it with the Brahma Viharas, loving kindness, compassion, karuna, sympathetic joy, mudita, and equanimity, apika. The Metta Sutta's vision of loving kindness is boundless, transcending all distinctions of near and far, great and small, seen and unseen. Let none deceive another, nor despise any being in any state, the Buddha proclaims, whose words a poetic injunction against hatred, dosa, and prejudice. The practitioner is to radiate metta in all directions, above, below, around, and everywhere, encompassing the 10 directions of the cosmos. The universality reflects the Mahayana ideal of bodhicitta, the mind of awakening, yet remains rooted in the Theravada emphasis on personal liberation through mental purification. The sutta's abstruseness emerges in its challenge in love, to love without attachment, tangha. Metta is not a grasping affection, but a selfless wish for all beings to be happy, free from suffering, dukkha, and at peace. This paradox, loving deeply yet clinging to nothing, mirrors the doctrine of na-anatta, where no self exists to love or be loved. The practitioner, like a bird soaring through the boundless sky, offers metta without expecting return, the heart a lamp that shines for all without diminishing its light. The Metta Sutta promises profound fruits for those who cultivate loving kindness. By not holding to wrong views, mika, diti, being virtuous and endowed with insight, vipassana, and abandoning sensual desire, one will not be reborn in a womb again, the Buddha declares. This verse, luminous with the promise of Nibbana, reveals metta as a path to liberation. By purifying the mind of defilements, kilesa, the practitioner transcends the cycle of birth and death, samsara, attaining the unconditioned state where suffering ceases. The sutta also speaks of metta as a protective force, a spiritual shield against harm. In its historical context, the Buddha delivered this discourse to monks troubled by malevolent spirits in a forest, teaching them to radiate loving kindness to pacify all beings. Let no one wish harm to another, even in anger or ill will, the verse urges, transforming enmity into harmony. This protective quality, like a mantra chanted in the heart, creates a field of goodwill that softens the thorns of conflict and fosters peace in the practitioner's surroundings. The Metta Sutta's poetic beauty lies in its rhythmic flow and vivid imagery, which evoke the boundless nature of the heart's potential, just as the starry sky embraces all worlds. So too should metta embrace all beings, the sutta implies, its language soaring like a melody across the void of shunyata, emptiness. Yet its abstruseness challenges the practitioner to embody a love that transcends the ego, a compassion that flows without grasping. The sutta's recursive structure, repeating the call to radiate metta in all directions, mirrors the meditative practice itself, a spiral of intention that deepens with each recitation. The text's use of Buddhist terminology, sila, sati, nibbana, brahmavihara, grounds its universal message in the framework of the Dharma. It aligns metta with a noble eightfold path where the right intention, sama sankappa, and the right speech, samavaka, manifest as loving kindness in thought and words. The sutta's version of a mind unrestricted, without hatred, without ill will, resonates with the jhana states where the heart abides in divine purity, yet it remains accessible to all, from lay person to arahant.